Welcome back, everybody, to LBS Response to episode number 48. And yeah, it's been a little while, guys. But yeah, let's get back into it. This is my first video. I'm kind of back after the break I took. I'm back into it, guys. I'm gonna stay positive for this round of filming videos. I've got about 5 things I gotta film, and all should be pretty good. But let's get into it, guys. Matthew F says favorite Lego clone in terms of detail. Probably the 212 clone from the battle pack. I think between the battle damage and just the updated print, I think that is the one of the better ones in terms of detail. So there's that. Moving on to Bricks in the Hall says, do you watch the Arrowverse shows like Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Stargirl, etc.? No. So actually, I've tried to watch Arrow. I watched maybe 4 episodes of it, and I was enjoying it. I just, for some reason, never picked it up again. And I don't know, at this point, I don't really think I ever will. Yeah, I've got a couple other TV shows on the back burner that I either have to catch up on or would prefer to, watch from the start. And I'm not a big DC person in general, and I feel like all their TV shows, I mean, for what it is, I've heard, of course, there's some good episodes and some bad episodes, and some of the shows are really good, some of them are really bad. So I don't know, but I probably will not ever really get into that much. But moving on to JD, another TV question says, following up on my TV show's questions, have you ever seen Breaking Bad? Easily my favorite franchise after Star Wars. Again, that's the same thing. I've watched about maybe 4 episodes of it. Way back in the day, maybe 3 years ago when it was on Netflix or whatever it was. Maybe it still is, but maybe 2-3 years ago, it was on Netflix when I tried it. And again, one of those where I just didn't really get into it. I mean, definitely my favorite AMC show is The Walking Dead. I've always kind of been on The Walking Dead bandwagon a lot more than Breaking Bad. So yeah, I've seen a little bit of it, but I probably won't ever see it again. So there's that. Master G says, what is the best deal you've ever gotten on a Lego set? Probably the Crominus crocodile ship from Chima. I think it was like $120 set, and I found it at Walmart on clearance like 2 years after it was supposed to be on shelves for $7. So that is, like a 95% savings or something like that. So that's probably the craziest deal to this day. Moving on to JK says, do you think they'll remake the Venator in the next few years and make a separate ship to counter it? Yeah, again, I've said this before. I think a Venator is prone to happen, in the next, definitely, 5 years, 4 years. But there's that. Moving on to Studio Stop says, what is your favorite Mandalorian episode? Definitely episode 3. Or, I mean, technically the finale. Well, probably the finale, honestly. Episode 8, I gotta say. LIFEBrickS says, if you had to travel to at least 10 countries in your whole life, which ones would you pick? 10 countries is a lot, but I guess I'll just kind of say my top few just in general travel destinations. Definitely Hawaii. I want to travel to Canada eventually. Definitely Italy, Germany, also Australia. Australia is a must. Eventually, I would be cool to go to Antarctica. I definitely would have liked to experience that eventually. And other than that, that's probably my top few things right now. That's kind of been like my, travel goals over the past couple of years, right there. But I see probably the first one happening out of all that, probably Hawaii, since I've actually got a family member out there, so could probably make a trip out of that. So there's that. Moving on to Master G. Again, I believe he says, favorite fast food place? Probably Chick-fil-A, honestly. Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake. Have been kind of my go-tos. I think Chick-fil-A, again, is one of the healthier fast foods as well. Not if you eat it every day, of course, but yeah, definitely I don't mind getting a couple. I usually go there and grab a chicken sandwich and an 8-count nugget, just the entrees. No fries, no drink. I just have water and call it a day at that point. Steak and Shake, I feel like is pretty cheap for what it is too. It's a nice cheap fast food spot, open 24 hours, and that's always fun. So there's that. Moving on to the Lego brick. What made you start doing YouTube? Really just watching everyone else on YouTube. I kind of grew up for a couple of years there watching David and Ross and all them and the Brick Show, and I was getting into Lego myself, and I'm like, I have a phone at the time, and I have an iPhone, so I just started filming stuff, started uploading it. Not the best content obviously for like 3-4 years there, but just kind of wanted to show everything off, and obviously I saw other people were making pretty good livings off of it, and I've always kind of had that dream, so I still do, and if that ever happens, I hope it does, but I guess we'll have to all see together there, guys. So moving on to PB Production says, will you try to join the LAN? Yeah, eventually, of course, that's in the goals, but definitely not anytime soon. I just, either way, I know it's not possible now, and I really probably wouldn't even want to right now, so there's that. Moving on to Ditto says, Indiana, are you a fan of Notre Dame? I'm actually not. If I had to choose, I'm not a huge college fanatic, honestly. I don't know. That was kind of me growing up. I've never been someone to, really fanboy over a college, or, want to go to this college or that college. And, that's, definitely showing in my life. But I think for a while there, I was an IU fan for what it is. But other than that, I'm just not a huge college sports guy in general. For any sport, any reason, any college in any state. I'm just not really a big, fan of all of it. Again, I don't know. I can't really tell you maybe my favorite offhand, but probably IU if I had to say something, if I had to answer it. Then we have LBS Productions says, what Lego set do you have the most of? That is probably actually, now that I'm looking at it, probably the 2011 Clone Battle Pack Speeder. I already see about 7 of them over there, and I think that's probably about as many as I have of a set. Maybe the 2012 Clone Battle Pack 2. I'm looking down there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 8 of those actually. So it's probably the 2012 Clone Trooper Battle Pack right there. So there's that, and that looks like about everything, guys. Kind of a quick episode, not too many questions, but again, leave your questions down below for next week. Getting back into it, guys. Should resume to be a weekly series. Took about a 2-week break off there, and again, I apologize, but everything should be back on track. Thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. But stay tuned for us. See you guys later. Bye, guys. If you want to save 5% off on your next Lego purchase, be sure to use code LIFEBrick. That's capital LIFE brick. At republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. We'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old Lego minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products, so be sure to use code LIFEBrick on your next order for 5% off.